The country of the Vatsas had yet to be favored by the teachings of the Buddha. However, the time was gradually becoming ripe for the Buddha's teachings. In the capital city of Kaushambi, there were 3 rich people named Goshita, Kukata, and Pavarika. The 3 were friends, and all 3 believed in a non-Buddhist religion. However, when the news spread throughout the country that the Buddha had appeared in the world, the teachers of the non-Buddhist religion traveled to Sravasti to meet the Buddha. Wishing to hear the teachings of the Buddha, the rich people followed them. The 3 became followers of the Buddha. Each promised to build a temple and invite the Buddha to the city. They returned and built the temples named after them: Goshita Monastery, Kukata Monastery, and Pavarika Monastery. Then they sent emissaries to the Buddha, inviting him to their monasteries. Thus, the Buddha went southward, crossed the river Ganges, and went to Kaushambi. On the way, he entered the deer park in Basakala Grove in Sumsumara and conducted a retreat there. The arrival of the Buddha immediately became widely known to the people. The people went together into the presence of the Buddha and listened to his discourses on the Dharma. Among these people was a couple called Father of Nakula and Mother of Nakula. From the beginning, this couple felt a strong attraction to the figure of the Buddha and vowed that they would continue to be firm believers for the rest of their lives. The next day, they invited the Buddha to their home, and after the meal, the father of Nakula said,
"Since I married my wife, whom I knew as a little child, I have never once doubted her loyalty, devotion, or chastity. Will you teach us how we can live together in love and harmony in the future life in the same manner as in our present life?"
The Buddha answered,
"Have the same faith, keep the same precepts, have the same feelings of charity, have the same wisdom. If you will do these, you will be able to be together in your future life."
The Buddha later uttered words of praise, saying that this couple served as an example of a couple who trusted each other. Before this, at one time, the Venerable Aniruddha went up to the Buddha, bowed, sat down to one side, and said to him,
"Sometimes, sir, with my clairvoyance that's purified and superhuman, I see that females, when their body breaks up after death, are mostly reborn in a place of loss, a bad place, the underworld, hell. How many qualities do females have so that they're reborn in a place of loss, a bad place, the underworld, hell?"
When females have 3 qualities, when their body breaks up, after death, they are reborn in a place of loss, a bad place, the underworld, hell. What 3? A female lives at home with a heart full of the stain of, first, stinginess in the morning, second, jealousy at midday, and third, sexual desire in the evening. When females have these 3 qualities, when their body breaks up, after death, they are reborn in a place of loss, a bad place, the underworld, hell.
Then Venerable Aniruddha went up to Venerable Shariputra and exchanged greetings with him. When the greetings and polite conversation were over, he sat down to one side and said to him,
"Here's the thing, Venerable Shariputra. With clairvoyance that is purified and surpasses the human, I survey the thousandfold cosmos. My energy is roused up and unflagging. My mindfulness is established and lucid. My body is tranquil and undisturbed, and my mind is immersed in samadhi. But my mind is not freed from the defilements by not grasping."
Well, Venerable Aniruddha, when you say, "With clairvoyance that is purified and surpasses the human, I survey the entire cosmos," that's your conceit. And when you say, "My energy is roused up and unflagging, my mindfulness is established and lucid, my body is tranquil and undisturbed, and my mind is immersed in samadhi," that's your restlessness. And when you say, "But my mind is not freed from the defilements by not grasping," that's your remorse. It would be good to give up these 3 things. Ignore them and apply your mind to the deathless.
After some time, Aniruddha gave up these 3 things. Ignoring them, he applied his mind to the deathless. Then Aniruddha, living alone, withdrawn, diligent, keen, and resolute, soon realized the supreme culmination of the spiritual path in this very life. He lived having achieved with his own insight the goal for which sons of good family rightly go forth from the lay life to homelessness. He understood.
Rebirth is ended. The spiritual journey has been completed. What had to be done has been done. There is no return to any state of existence.
And Venerable Aniruddha became one of the perfected. At one time, the Buddha was staying in the land of the Bhagas at Crocodile Hill, in the deer park at Basakara's Wood. At that time Venerable Aniruddha was staying in the land of the Chaitis in the eastern bamboo park. Then as Aniruddha was in private retreat, this thought came to his mind.
This teaching is for those of few wishes, not those of many wishes. It's for the contented, not those who lack contentment. It's for the secluded, not those who enjoy company. It's for the energetic, not the lazy. It's for the mindful, not the unmindful. It's for those with immersion, not those without immersion. It's for the wise, not the witless.
Then the Buddha knew what Aniruddha was thinking. As easily as a strong person would extend or contract their arm, he appeared in front of Aniruddha and sat on the seat spread out. Aniruddha bowed to the Buddha and sat down to one side. The Buddha said to him,
Good, Aniruddha. It's good that you reflect on these thoughts of a great man. Well then, Aniruddha, you should also reflect on the following eighth thought of a great man. This teaching is for those who don't enjoy trifling with arguments and don't like to trifle with arguments, not for those who enjoy trifling with arguments and like to trifle with arguments. First, you'll reflect on these eight thoughts of a great man and get the 4 dhyanas, blissful meditations in the present life that belong to the higher mind, when you want, without trouble or difficulty. Then, as you live contented, your rag robe will seem like a chest full of garments of different colors to a householder or householder's child. As you live contented, your scraps of alms food will seem like boiled fine rice with the dark grains picked out, served with many soups and sauces, to a householder or householder's child. As you live contented, your lodging at the root of a tree will seem like a bungalow, plastered inside and out, draft-free, with latches fastened and windows shuttered, seems to a householder or householder's child. As you live contented, your lodging at the root of a tree will seem to you like a couch spread with woolen covers, shag-piled, pure white, or embroidered with flowers, and spread with a fine deer hide, with a canopy above and red pillows at both ends seems to a householder or householder's child. As you live contented, your rancid urine as medicine will seem like various medicines, ghee, butter, oil, honey, and molasses, seem to a householder or householder's child. It will be for your enjoyment, relief, comfort, and alighting upon nirvana. Well then, Aniruddha, for the next rainy season residence, you should stay right here in the land of the Chaitis in the eastern bamboo park.
Yes, sir.
After advising Aniruddha like this, the Buddha vanished from the eastern bamboo park as easily as a strong person would extend or contract their arm. Aniruddha stayed the next rainy season residence in the land of the Chaitis in the eastern bamboo park. And Aniruddha, living alone, withdrawn, diligent, keen, and resolute, soon realized the supreme culmination of the spiritual path in this very life. He lived having achieved with his own insight the goal for which sons of good family rightly go forth from the lay life to homelessness. He understood.
Rebirth is ended. The spiritual journey has been completed. What had to be done has been done. There is no return to any state of existence.
He then recited these verses.
In deepest insight, the world's teacher true, descending in a form by mind conceived, with psychic might, my thoughts he clearly knew, and wisdom gave, beyond what I perceived. The Buddha, who non-trifling with words preached, imparted to me his profound decree, absorbing his lessons, my mind they reached, a willing servant, I practiced to see. 3 knowledges gained, the Buddha's decree, I faithfully followed, with heart so pure, a path of enlightenment, set me free, in Buddha's wisdom, forever secure.